Hey everybody, happy Friday. Today we're going to be talking about character development. We're still going to be using the story Leonardo, the Terrible Monster, since that was our read aloud book for this week. We're also going to be using an organizer that looks like this. This can be found uploaded on the Schoology page for today. So what we're going to be using to determine change in character is pictures and text from the book. So earlier this week we talked about using text and pictures to determine how a character was feeling. How a character feels shows us whether or not they've grown throughout the book. For example, we talked about on page 11 how he tried very, very, very hard to be a monster, and we can tell this because the text tells us that Leonardo tried very hard to be scary, and we can also see in the pictures he's doing a lot of different activities and even going as far as wearing a mask. In the end, however, when he wasn't scary, which we know from the text, we can use the pictures to determine how he feels. He's sitting there slouched over, he's frowning, he definitely looks very sad and unhappy. At the end of the story, however, Leonardo decides that instead of being a monster, he would be a friend. We know this both in the text and the pictures, as well as how he feels about it. The text tells us blatantly that instead of being a terrible monster, he would become a wonderful friend. So we can tell exactly what he's doing. Additionally, we can say that he is hugging his new friend, Sam, and that he's smiling and he seems happy about the activity. So I think it's safe to say that we can say he feels happy. If I were to use those two examples on my organizer, I would write page 12. And I would use my picture. I might even draw Sam. Here he is. I'm not the world's best artist, so I'm just going to try my best. There's his tail. There's his one leg. There's his other leg, because he's walking. There's my sad Sam. And above it, I'm going to write, Sam was sad because he was not scary. That's where I think that that Leo I got confused with my characters for a second, I apologize. That Leonardo was sad because he was not scary. When we go to the end of the book, however, on page 33, I could write something very different. So I know in the text tells us that he decided that he would become a wonderful friend. So I'm going to write that as well. Leonardo is blank because he is a good friend. Now let's look at how he feels. We said that he's smiling and he's hugging. So I'm going to draw the two of them hugging. Sam doesn't look like he's hugging back quite yet, but that's okay. We'll draw Leo giving him a hug. Like I said, I'm not the world's best artist, but it's okay. So we said that he feels happy, so that's what I'm going to write in the blank. Leonardo is happy because he is a good friend. Your job is to complete the organizer using pictures and text from throughout the book. So I've provided a couple good hints on how Leonardo has changed throughout our story, from wanting to be a terrible monster to deciding that he was going to be a good friend. But you also need to tell me how he feels. So we said he feels happy in the end and sad in the beginning. How did he feel on this page? What other page can we use to show that he is growing? Good luck!